Good morning, channel friends.
So today we're here in our bathroom because we've been wanting to redo it for a while.
I've had it like this for 6 to 7 years, and it's odd for me not to change things for all these years. No, we've done some work, changed the window, and it needs a good coat of paint because there are some marks left from the improvement work.
So we'll get rid of this white that's really bored us, and I think we'll keep the ceiling in Elisa because I think it won't look bad with the chosen colour, right?
We've chosen iris. It's a very special magic paint colour because it's somewhere between indigo and lavender.
It has a very strong hint of blue, even though it has a very purple base tone.
It's a unique colour. It goes well with the tiles as they're neutral. There's this mosaic that's silver, grey. It's really a mix.
And we'll basically only paint the masonry parts, the areas around. At first, we need to tackle these issues underneath because there are some cracks. Once upon a time, there was nothing behind here, so the heat inside and the cold outside caused the wall to crack. Now a cupboard has been created behind here, so this problem is no longer an issue. So we're going to lightly sand and fill, make the wall perfect, and then we'll paint it.
Let's start.
Let's get started.
Today I'm using Terra Magica, which is a mixture of powders that make the surface exceptionally hard indeed and highly resistant. If applied thickly, it can also create a crackle effect. It can be used both for decorating purposes as well as filling holes in walls such as those I've begun working on today. I put a bit of protective paint here. I added about 50 grams of this magic powder quite randomly really. Now I'm finishing up with this jar, so altogether there's about 100 grams. I mix it slowly, then add water to get just the texture I need.
I did the opposite today. I put the protective paint first so the dust doesn't stick to all the little corners.
Since we're in the bathroom right now, I'm getting the water directly from the tap today, and I'm doing this because I don't want to stress you out with having to measure everything precisely. Obviously, don't add a liter of water, just a little at a time. I've probably added about 2 tablespoons. Start stirring. It's still too little, but I start and try to create the perfect paste with the right consistency I need. Thanks, Emma. We wash the protective paint can and add some water. Okay, we'll definitely need a little more, but as you can see, by adding it gradually, it forms a really nice paste, a beautiful, lovely cream. Of course, there can be different uses. There might be days when you want a stiffer paste, and other days when you just need a much more fluid paste.
Since I'm working vertically on a wall, I need it not to drip, so I have to make it quite stiff.
See, the more I mix, the more perfect it becomes. I've used this tray with a plastic surface that you can remove, so at least I can throw it away. But it's up to you whether you use a paper plate or a washable container. Just remember that when it becomes stiff, it's really stiff. Now I'm going to fill the holes in the lower part of the wall and create some textured stencils on the surface, which are quite unique. If you run out of paste, no worries, you can make more. Just a tiny bit of paste and I'm going down. I use Terra Magica because I've got a rough wall, so this combination is perfect for me. So I'm going to fill in these imperfections. And I'll also massage the wall to make it nice, smooth, textured and lived in, and then I'll carry on.
I fill in all the holes, even if there are old picture holes, wall plugs, or anything else up high, and then I start with the stencil.
With Terra Magica, I also apply the stencil across the entire surface. It's up to you how much of the wall you want to cover. The fact is, it's fun, quick, and costs very little. I don't want a nice, perfect stencil. In fact, I want to connect it to the stencil I've just done on this side and even mess it up a bit, antique it. I like it to look a bit lived in. Here we go, let's remove it. And this is important, connecting the first stencil to the second. Create an antiquing effect on the wall that looks almost realistic, like it's truly vintage. Now I'll move across the whole wall. I'll also go to the sides to blend behind this addition and fill it in. Let's carry on. Let's also go upwards. And remember, when you're doing a textured wall like mine today, always consider the areas you leave empty. Because at first, when you're applying the plaster on the existing wall, it might seem full, but later on, when you paint, the wall can look empty. Also, always keep in mind that using the trowel, which is called a fratak, in this particular way helps you make it significantly more realistic and textured, and also effectively removes the step between the stencil and the wall, which is never pleasant. Then go almost immediately, as soon as you have finished making the stencil, with a nice stroke to smooth it out, even in this way, to make it more real and above all to remove the step, making the wall even more textured, like this.
I carry on doing more stencils because I want to go a bit higher and connect to the part I've just smoothed with the trowel. It's nice to have the stencil again on a freshly smoothed section.
I connect, smooth it out, and as soon as I remove it, I check straight away.
I want to see this.
So, stencil at the bottom, trowel in the middle, and stencil at the top. This gives it the three-dimensional effect. While one wall dries, we start painting the other walls. The Merlino brush is brilliant, fitting in the 750 milliliters can to decorate your home, niche, or wall without mess. The 750 milliliters can is smaller, so you can open and stir it easily with the tin opener without messing anything. Look here at how much one coat covers. One coat is enough. We don't apply 2 coats.
It's wonderful. Perfect coverage. Use the Merlino brush. Use this very uneven brush stroke and have fun. Relax.
Because the wall, besides having great coverage, doesn't drip and covers perfectly with just one coat. Look, it's also really nice to create some strokes using the brush like this. They're obviously not textured, they're smooth, but being semi-satin they stand out even more and are even more unique. When you need to reach the part with the tile, either go precise, use masking tape, or do it like this. Paint the border without any worries, like this, and immediately wipe it with a clean cloth. There you go.
It will be very easy to paint bathrooms where there are tiles and the border. You don't need to mask and you'll save a lot of time.
With pure paint and circular movements, I'm going to paint the entire area where I previously did the textured stencil with Terra Magica. Make sure, even here I want to apply just one coat, so take a bit of time. With the right movements, go deep and cover everything well, because with one coat we do the whole wall. This restyling is also finished.
You can say it's night as it took a few hours.
We let the first coat dry, then we let the textured wall dry. We went out for lunch, came back and did all the touch-ups. Moreover, we had to put in the dowels and move the cabinet. Everything done properly, right?
Under we have the tiles, and we're tidy. We get in there and clean everything up nicely. So let's say we spent a total of 4 hours of actual work, mostly.
So, is it doable to do the bathroom in a day? Yes, it is. Obviously, if you help yourself with an extra heater to make Terra Magica dry faster, it takes even less time. Always remember that these layers need to be really perfect and dry thoroughly to be painted on the same day. So, either start in the morning and apply the coat of paint in the afternoon, or perhaps begin the day before. These little tricks are worth doing in bathrooms, especially when you want to renovate them. Imagine doing it on some ugly tiles that you don't like anymore. You have a textured surface, still washable, on tiles using magic paint, not magic wall obviously, but you can also save tiles that sometimes have designs or a constraint given by the texture with this method, because you know that Terra Magica adheres even to very shiny things and lasts for many years. I'm really happy because this bathroom is used for washing brushes. We use it every day, so it needs to be truly stain-proof. Just a cloth and off you go, even on the walls where we usually have the problem of the dog eating or the child brushing past with their school bag, or if you're using lots of magic paint brushes and don't know where to wash them, know that with Magic Wall you can easily wash the walls.
I like it. I am very happy with the result. We now say goodbye to them.
Yes,
Franco said the ceiling didn't look good with it.
I like it.
But it looks great. Franco, as usual. We say goodbye and remember one thing. Magic paint and Magic Wall are exclusive. You won't find them on Amazon, but they are from authorized retailers. How? Go to the website magicpaint.it, and when you look for Magic Wall, you'll see it visible with every retailer, written top right, Magic Wall. There's a specific map for Magic Wall retailers. Not all Magic Paint stores have Magic Wall. Instead, you can find Magic Wall in all formats on the Italian site selling Magic Paint and Magic Wall www.liseron.com. You won't find Magic Wall under other labels. It's my exclusive.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Anything else to say?
No.
Relaxed.
Completely relaxed. Goodbye.
Goodbye.